honestly, YouTube taught me more than anything else, bro. That just goes to show that like college is not a requirement. Like 90% of the shit I know now through YouTube. YouTube University, my guy.
Oh my god.
I learned basic editing in college, and I learned like
So YTU?
Huh?
YTU?
YouTube University.
YTU.
Oh,
Nice.
Bro, that's how I'm gonna get my medical degree.
This is that one guy.
You're recording, right?
I really hope it's not like a surgeon.
But like, how? Okay, would you feel comfortable going to the doctors and then like seeing like a YouTube University fucking degree on their wall? Be like, oh fuck.
But the Yelp reviews were so great. I don't know if I've told you some of you guys this, but I'm going to tell you guys now because I didn't tell my mom this.
What?
Okay, when I told her, it blew her mind. What happens to Harry, Hermione, and Ron when they put on the Horcrux necklace?
I don't know.
It distorts their mind. It like starts to corrupt them. That's why Ron became such a dick.
Oh yeah.
That's why they had to rotate wearing it, because like if you wore it too long, like you
remember.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, due to like deep exposure to a Horcrux, like can change the personality of an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like, what if the Dursleys were in contact with a Horcrux for like, I don't know, 10 years?
Wasn't Harry a Horcrux? Oh shit!
Harry is indeed
a Horcrux.
Yeah,
and he lived with them for so long. But then, as soon as Harry kind of started like leaving,
they stopped being like
being dicks.
Yeah,
stopped being shitty people.
Oh shit, that's a good point.
Especially like towards the last few years, like he just during his summer, he didn't even like bother hanging out there. He would
just stay at Hogwarts or go and do. No, he'd go and stay with Ron, right?
He'd go with Ron. He would go on like trains. Like he would just avoid them completely. So like, I don't know if you guys have seen that like for whatever reason they like cut out this like moment when like they're like saying goodbye to him in the 7th movie, and he's like why isn't Dudley's like, why isn't he coming with us? And he's like, because it's like it's not safe. And he's like, yeah, ask him. He's like, yeah, you don't want me to come with you. Plus, I'm just a waste of space, huh, Vernon? And he tells it to his uncle, and he's just kind of like, okay,
dang.
But then his cousin walks up, and he's like, I don't think you're a waste of space, Harry.
I don't remember. That was cut or
his cousin? Yeah.
No. Was that cut or was that shown in the movie?
No, it was cut. It's like you have to see
deleted
like
scene
extended
type
cut.
thing?
Yeah, it's
really. I didn't know that.
And like,
why would they cut that? That seems really like good to have.
Yeah, it is. And like, so like, they dude, they cut a lot of shit. You have no idea.
I bet
you're a nerd.
And like, so like they I think they either hug or they shake, and like they like acknowledge each other in the moment. It's like, oh, okay, you realize like that
they weren't like actually maybe like that bad, but it was just the exposure to Harry all this time for 10 years straight. Probably turned them into absolute dicks.
Even like I mean, like I understand like you've only seen the movie, but like read the books too. Like there's some like level like I like to believe that there's like a level of like empathy coming from their aunt, like understanding like my nephew, the last thing that's of my sister, is about to go deal with some like unworldly like
evil, yeah.
And he's 16.
This just goes to show you need to watch Harry Potter more than once. Like,
Now I have a question though.
Okay.
How was everybody else at Hogwarts okay then?
What do you mean?
When they spent so much time around Harry?
I mean, to be fair, they didn't spend 10 years living in the same like space as the Dudleys did. Like, you have a point for sure.
Yeah.
but I feel like 10 years is a long time. Like
I also believe that like when Harry was there, though, he was actually home. So like those deeper parts of him got buried deeper.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, aren't the Dudleys like Muggles, right?
Oh,
it's more susceptible to the influences of a Horcrux, right? Everybody else at Hogwarts they're not Muggles. They might be more resistant to it, especially if it's less time, right?
Not like he's probably not as effective as a Horcrux, you know, because
he was still a person.
No, he was on accident.
Oh, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I'm gonna think about that when I rewatch it.
No,
Huh? Okay, no, you justified it. I was just like, wait, this does make sense.
You want me to really piss you off?
Sure.
You know why you never got an invitation to go to a magical school?
Oh, you told me this, and I don't remember what it was though.
During the time period of like Voldemort's reign,
mm-hmm.
he had the records of all Muggleborns that were like magic born.
Mm-hmm. Erased or destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember now. You told me.
Motherfucker. They're racist, bro. They call them mudbloods.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, she really created a slang for regular humans, bro.
Where she created two, actually. Muggles and nomads. It's what Americans call it.
Really?
Yeah.
Bruh. Wow.
There's so much to the world that I can keep
really
telling you guys, bro. Like,
and this is why we don't let you talk about Harry Potter.
Part 2.
Man, there's a whole like Harry Potter episode that we recorded that we didn't do anything with because it looked so terrible and the audio was kind of like wonky.
What was that?
Water bottle, I think. That was back at our old place. Man, I still
sounded funny.
I think I might still have those old recordings. I have to double check, but I remember the last time I saw them, I was looking at it and I was like, God, what was I thinking with these camera angles? It just bothered me so much. I'm like, I'm better than this. I should know that does not look good. I went to fucking school. Like, my professors would be so disappointed in me if they saw that's what I decided to do.
Hey, no. They'd look at what you got now and they'd be like, I done taught you well.
I done taught you well. Honestly, YouTube taught me more than anything else, bro. That just goes to show that like college is not a requirement. Like 90% of the shit I know now through YouTube. YouTube University, my guy.
Oh my God.
I learned basic editing in college and I learned like...
So YTU?
Huh?
YTU?
YTU?
Yeah.
YouTube University.
YTU.
Oh.
Nice.
Bro, that's how I'm going to get my medical degree.
This is that one guy.
You're recording, right?
I really hope it's not like a surgeon.
But like, how? Okay, would you feel comfortable going to the doctors and then like seeing like a YouTube University fucking degree on their wall? Be like, oh fuck.
But the Yelp reviews were so great.
Fuck, but
he's like, no, I'm really good at my job.
They know exactly what they're doing, though.
Yeah.
They went to YouTube University.
They come in, they're like,
step by step.
They come in, they're like, I'm looking to get like some like lipo done, and he's like, oh okay, yeah, 1 sec. There's a video for it. Let's do it.
There's a video for it. Give me 23 minutes. Oh, hold on. There's an ad.
You're a doctor. You don't pay for YouTube.
For real.
Oh my God.
You graduated from YouTube University. You don't have a fucking premium.
You'd think that they'd fucking give it to you, like that. I don't know, as a perk for graduating from YouTube University. Just get like premium or YouTube Red or something, right?
You get those specific videos ad free. Only like your field specific videos.
Damn. They're like educational only. This is a student account.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Welcome back to the Anime Alchemist podcast. My name is Emory.
My name is Gary.
My name is Martine.
Well, we have a beautiful guest with us today.
My bad.
The
I
one,
didn't know.
the only. Now you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, you can call me Psychological or Jesse.
You're welcome. We have the buttons for a reason, right? Why not?
Oh, we gotta get another headphone. I'm so sorry.
What?
Yep.
Yes, we
That's
have
the next
Psychological.
investment.
We got Psychological in the house today.
What's up?
Well, technically he's in the house every time, but
Yeah.
In
It
the
is.
room.
Episode 58. Let's talk about some anime. Spoiler
Hell
warning,
yeah.
like always. And I guess like before we talk about anime, do you guys want to talk about the anime bar we went to last night?
I didn't go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I know you didn't go, but I mean, the three of us went.
Mhm.
And,
it was pretty cool. They had like really dope decorations.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right.
Oh yeah, I loved the way it looked. The figures that they had displayed everywhere was so nice, and
So cool.
it was a really like good sized bar too.
Yeah, it was.
Like,
Yeah.
I was scared that it might be kind of small, but no, like it was.
And we didn't even really check out that back half.
Yeah, we really didn't go back. Well, it was kind of crowded with all the
Yeah.
karaoke stuff, but it seemed like they were having a really good time. Honestly,
Mhm.
the concept of it was pretty cool. Honestly, also the drinks were pretty cheap. We got like 6
Yeah.
shots for $24. That's like $4 a shot.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's really not bad, bro. Like if we would have ordered 6 shots
That's
anywhere
true.
else, we'd be paying at least like $30 to $40, probably closer to $40 if I'm being honest. Like they tend to upcharge a lot the closer you are to downtown.
That's true.
I paid $12 for a bottle of beer one time when I went to Spire. I will never go back to that club
God.
ever again. Yeah, my friend bought 4 shots for $68.
Oh my god!
It's ridiculous.
No,
man.
we're
They-
never going there.
They charge so much.
That's crazy.
Pre-game the club.
Yeah, pre-gaming is the way to go.
Yeah.
We took Pablo for the
Drink
first
responsibly.
time. This was Pablo's first experience at any bar really
Bro,
ever.
It just sucked because they were playing anime music.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and then they had karaoke on the other side, right?
Yeah.
But it's like they were competing with volume.
It was clashing a lot, I felt like. I
Mhm.
think that maybe karaoke should be saved for a weekday type stuff. I know that it was a grand opening. you
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
wasn't expecting a perfect bar. But from my experience checking out a lot of different bars and stuff, karaoke is usually reserved for like Monday nights, Wednesday nights, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like specific days, because the weekends you want to kind of do a more generic thing with like music that most people like. Most people like to
Mhm.
dance and socialize and stuff like that. Overhearing people doing karaoke, you know.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I definitely think that like I think they were just trying to show that they could do karaoke if they wanted to.
Yeah.
And totally fine. I am all about that
Mhm.
personally. But I think if they kind of focus more on like the main half where we were like with all the tables and everything
Mhm.
and kind of like optimize that with like some cool lights, you know, really good music that's like constantly playing, right?
Maybe move some of those tables.
Tables.
Clear some room, you know,
There's some
to, like,
room and like
Yeah, to have like
open
some
up a
kind of
dance
room.
floor, bro, and
Or
like
dance floor, yeah.
yeah.
It has the potential to be a really good bar. Like I didn't like dislike it. I think I was just, you know, expecting what I expect when I go to like Washington or like downtown. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. But the concept is really cool. Like
The concept's there.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
I mean,
Also,
bro, while we were there, I was just like, I mean, we're at an anime bar. I might as well read manga.
I saw you reading manga and I was like, you know, if there was ever a time to do it, it'd be now.
Let me know.
It's not inappropriate.
No,
Nope.
not at all.
Like, are you really reading manga right now? It's like, yeah. You're not. Like, we're at a bar. I'm like, yeah, an anime bar.
Yeah.
At one point, they put on anime, and it like, I thought for a second they were gonna put on something good, and then I was like, yeah, they're gonna put on Avatar because Avatar is anime,
Yeah.
and then they like,
But what did they put that one high school one?
They put on Orion.
No.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
put it on.
No.
They put it on
Okay.
subbed first. I noticed that, and then
Yeah.
they switched it to dubbed. And I was
Me and him were literally like, we were standing right next to each other, and I was watching the screen, and I was like, no, they're not doing this. And the moment I saw it click, and then I heard the English, I looked at him, and I was like, bro, it is now fucking dubbed. And he was like,
You want to leave?
Is that when
Yeah.
y'all walked out?
no, that's when me and him were just like, you guys ready to go?
No.
Yeah.
No, they messed up that.
And no, at that point, I like walked over, grabbed the phone, and was like,
Then you
see
ordered
how
the
much
Uber.
an Uber is. Yeah, that's all that went down.
Yeah. I also wish like there was more stuff around that area. Like, there's not much else, right? So like most people like to kind of bar hop, or at least check out places in the vicinity. And that's why places like Washington do so well, because you have an entire like street dedicated to just bars.
Yeah.
You go to one place, you're there for a bit, and then you want to check something else out that has maybe a different like vibe, different music, whatever. You just walk next door and it's right there. Like everything is walking distance. So that's why, bar hopping is pretty popular, at least in that area. For here, you go there and that's pretty much all you have. Like the closest bar was maybe like 10 minutes away or something, driving like 10 minutes away. So you could not walk there. You could, but you'd get there like, in 45 to an hour maybe.
Yeah. By that point, everything is closing.
Yeah, exactly. So the location is kind of, I wish it was maybe a little closer to other stuff, but I also don't know the Sugarland area that well. There might be stuff that I just don't know about.
True. And I mean, other than that, like I know there's I've seen other bars that are just by themselves. There's no other bars around them.
Right.
And they do really well. Like, there's Honey and Katie. Granted, they are trashy as shit.
Hey, it's a ritual, bro.
I know. It's a rite of passage.
Rite of passage. We got to say Pablo to one of them.
I know.
Whether it's Einstein's or Bourbon Street. I vote Bourbon Street personally, but...
Oh, dude, take him to Moe's.
No.
Wait, the new one? The one on the corner of 99 and I-10? Or like the old
not
one?
even that one. The one near that Goodwill.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've been to that one before.
Bro, Dad used to take us.
Oh, you've been there, Jesse?
Yeah.
That's funny. No, for my 21st birthday, we went to that new one, like Moe's Irish Pub, the one that's next to that Costco. That's where I went for my 21st. It's not great. Like the place is fine, I guess, but like it's more of like a sit down and like order food and drinks. They have a big bar there, but I've never once gone just to that bar. It's always been to like get a table and kind of just chill.
Yeah.
And they also don't have a lot of room to like dance or anything, but they do have a nice outdoor patio, so I'll give them that.
I did the same like mistake on my actual 21st. We went to the Cheesecake Factory. It was like fun. Just got a bunch of Long Island iced teas and got turned my own little way.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like the next weekend when I went out. I went for a rave.
Oh, nice.
W&W.
Oh,
now that's how I celebrated my.
I'm really excited for Dioro. Yeah,
bro.
I have not been to Stereo Live since I was 20, so I've never drank alcohol at Stereo Live.
Oh shit, bro!
Yeah, I've always
again
Oh,
drink
bro,
responsibly.
We're gonna get turned. Yes, drink responsibly, but we're gonna get turned.
We're gonna get turned.
We're gonna get turned.
I plan on getting an Uber that night, but I'm really hyped because I've always wanted to see Dioro. Like he was one on my list that like I always missed. Like I was never able to go see, and he was like he makes banger fucking music, bro.
Bro, I wish you were around whenever we were raving back in the day. You would have seen him so many times.
It's funny because we technically were around each other. We just didn't know, honestly.
I think this is our third time seeing him.
Really?
Yeah.
I was too young.
There was we went and saw him when I turned 20 when I turned 22 or 23.
22,
22, right?
Yeah, because it was before you got married.
Yeah. So yeah, we went and saw him when I was 22. And we saw him when I was like maybe like a year later.
Wow. I think out of the DJs I've seen the most, it's probably Diplo and Big Gigantic. I've seen Big Gigantic 3 times. That's that the jazz EDM with the saxophone and drums, like the 2 guys.
You know who I've seen too many times to count?
W&W.
Tiesto.
You seen Tiesto a bunch? I've never seen him.
Been to
How?
one rave.
Yeah, bro, he was at like every festival.
He never went to the festivals I went to. I went to Free Press a lot. Out to the one that was downtown. It was Free Press Summer Festival. I went from 2014 to 2016, so like 3 back to back. It's funny actually. The 2015 one, that one I wasn't planning on going to, but my friend Robert, who's actually coming to Dioro, he got me a ticket for our graduation for one of the days. And he was like, I got a free ticket. Like, you're coming with me, bro. We're celebrating your graduation, your high school graduation. I was like, fuck it. Why not? So
Right.
literally the day after my graduation, we went over there, and it was probably the best day to go to because they had like all the people I wanted to go see. And it was just, that's where I saw, I think, Major Lazer. I saw Flume. Flume in concert was a fucking, I can't even explain it. I love that concert so much. It was such a vibe. Like, the music was just so great. The crowd was just chill. Everyone was like having a great time, you know? I would love to go see them again. I love their music.
Damn,
Yeah.
that sounds
Yeah.
badass.
That one was so
Sounds like a lit ass time.
yeah. Oh, and that's when I saw Skrillex for the first time too. He was the
hell yeah.
that one was a good concert. We were really hoping because I think Major Lazer was there too. And obviously Diplo is part of Major Lazer. Do you guys remember Jack U?
Mhm.
Of course.
Everyone was like praying that like Diplo would come out when Skrillex, was performing and do like a little mini like Jack U set in the middle of like Skrillex's performance, but it didn't happen. But they did end up having an after party somewhere. And they did do a Jack U set, but it was at a
Nice.
21 and up place, and I
Mhm.
was 18 at the time, so
Damn.
yeah, I couldn't go. We were both bummed because we would have gone for sure. We were huge Jack U fans.
Yeah.
I really hope that we can go to Anime Expo in Los Angeles. Like, that'd be really cool.
That would be lit.
Right?
What does Black Air Force energy mean?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. We should probably actually talk about the things we wanted to talk about on this episode. We got a little.
Yeah, we can just address that real quick.
Well, real quick, do you want to talk about the news that we have? We don't have too much today, so
That's
it
true.
shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, you gentlemen are the ones that I believe have it.
Fair enough. Okay. I'll just start with mine because it's kind of just piggybacking off of last week. Apparently, the Dragon Ball Super movie has become the number 6 anime movie of all time in the United States, and it had the number 1 opening weekend here at 20.1 million, which is kind of crazy.
Shit.
Like,
20.1 million.
yeah, it really goes to show that like people will go.
America loves its fucking Dragon Ball, bro.
Yeah, and people will go to the theaters to watch like anime movies, and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, they should.
There's a market for it.
Kind of
That's
stuff.
that's why they're shifting over.
Yeah, like I personally really do enjoy watching movies in theaters. And if I get to watch an anime movie in theaters like Dragon Ball, I'm totally about it.
Mhm.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Don't you look at me like that. But I don't want them to do it too much.
Yeah.
Where they start canceling like animes and seasons just to, opt for doing a movie.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
I'm gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be the last time this will be the only time you hear me say something like this, okay? If IQ does their thing right with their movies, maybe. Okay, listen to me. Maybe they can do Black Clover, okay?
Wow.
And I said maybe. Now,
I don't know. Everything that I've seen up to this point, even if they paced it fast, be at least 45 minutes.
Thank you. Oh my God, he gets it. He did, so we're not crazy, Emory. You see that? We're not fucking crazy.
I'm on chapter 287, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What are we at? Like, we're in like
360,
Yeah.
360?
335, something like that.
God
I'll
damn.
check right now.
Hold on. I got you. Just read it today. 335. Oh, wow. You were right around the corner then.
Dang. That's like 50-ish chapters away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot for a movie. Especially now that like we've seen like the stuff after the hiatus. There's no fucking way. Like, we were talking about it and we were really thinking like, okay, well, like if Haikyuu is doing something like that where they're like making 2 movies to cover the end of the series and that's pretty much it, they might probably do that with Black Clover depending on how well the movie does, right? So
Maybe.
I mean, they could do like multiple movies. If they did multiple movies and it was like a trilogy for the arc of the movies, I could get behind.
I can get behind that if they plan it out like that for
Yeah,
sure.
if this was just like a setup movie, because like that's honestly the only way they could do it. If it was to set up the next few.
The next stuff, yeah.
Next 2 movies, if they were to do a trilogy.
Yeah, because they can take their time with it, and they'll have a bigger budget to really like hopefully do it all justice, right?
Imagine that's how they start producing anime. They're like, fuck episode formats. We're gonna
do trilogy movies.
We're gonna do movies for arcs.
If they do that and they drag what is like one of my favorite animes through the mud, I'm gonna lose my shit, guys.
Bro, it's gonna be your favorite anime.
Like, Daddy is gonna riot in the streets.
Yeah, I know.
Anarchy.
I'm not having too high of an expectation, but I'm also trying to be optimistic about it. I'd be like, you know what? Like, it could be something cool. Like, they really could do something really unique with it, and it might.
You want me to be completely honest?
You think they're gonna fucking drop the ball on it, aren't?
Oh no. I gave up hope a long time ago. I'm just a manga fan now.
Well, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I really can't.
Was that all?
It's beautiful too. Like you just looked at one of those double spreads again.
Yeah.
Recently, bro. Like, dude, there's it does. Man. Yeah.
The recent chapters I read, it was just like one after another, just like double page spreads. I'm just like, yes.
Dude, I was telling Emory, I really think that Black Clover, out of all the manga I have read, Black Clover probably has the best like double page spreads that I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Have you read Naruto?
No, I have not actually. They have good, really
fantastic double page spreads.
Okay, I'll have to check that out because like I haven't read much, obviously. So out of the ones I have seen, I have to give to Black Clover.
Makis are also like,
I haven't seen too many of like the physical. I've obviously seen like, you know, the stuff I can read online and everything, but it's definitely different reading it physically than it is, you know, digitally.
There's he's not lying. There's a double spread of King Solomon doing his thing, bro, and it is fucking unbelievable. Like it's truly hard to actually grasp what's actually going on.
Really? Like there's too much going on in the panel?
No, it's just it's drawn so well, and it's just defies laws of physics. So
wow,
you know, it's really hard for.
It's like you're trying to make sense of it because it's like it's not supposed to make sense.
It's like such an abstract thing that like, you can't really wrap your mind around it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see. That's cool.
And it is beautifully done.
I will get back on it. I keep forgetting, if I'm being honest.
Hey, bro, I've been reading.
I know. Hey, no, but I am reading. That's the thing. I just read different shit. Like
you're reading the wrong things.
I'll read like JJK for a little bit. You told me to read it. That's on you.
I mean, you're reading other things too, like One Piece.
Fuck you. Yeah, I'm reading One Piece. JJK. I'm trying to start My Hero again, so I've started today, and I could probably catch up within this week. Honestly, there's not that much I'm behind on. And Black Clover. And I don't think I'm reading anything else, actually. Okay, how about that? Like, I'll probably catch up to My Hero really quickly. The JJK one I'll take my time with still because there's still a lot to read, and then I'll throw Magi into the mix, and then I'll start reading JJK and Magi kind of like at the same time.
I caught up My Hero yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
You caught up yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Bro.
I've heard some crazy shit.
Bro. Oh my god.
Hey man, when you get caught up,
I get caught up. I'll have someone to talk about it.
Yeah.
Dude, Eric has been really like talking. Eric is not okay. It's funny because he got me into My Hero, right? Like he convinced me to watch it and everything. Showed me the first episode, so he's the reason I even like My Hero. And then I started picking up the manga and convinced him to pick it up as well, right? And we both read it and everything. We read through the war arc, all that stuff, and we fucking loved it, right?
Yeah.
But Eric has always had a problem with Deku. He hates him. He really, really hates him as a protagonist more than any other character I've seen him hate. Like he and it's not without like justification. Like honestly, he brings up good points. Like
he's a bitch boy.
He's a bitch boy, bro.
Bitch boy.
Like he got so mad when I get spoilers. Do you guys know anything about Deku kind of going like vigilante?
I think we all
do. We know that or no? Have you heard about stuff that he's done? Yeah, you have because you already You're at the Stars and Stripes stuff, right?
I saw that fight. She died.
Yes. Yeah. So remember when Deku goes off and like
she dead.
Sad spoiler. No, when Deku goes off and he's like, but on his own, basically kind of like going through the city, and he fights the bitch with the sniper rifle.
He goes Batman.
Yeah.
He goes all Batman and everything. Like, I thought it was cool. And then Eric was just not about it. He's like, and now you're telling me that he's a vigilante. Like all of a sudden he's gonna be taking it seriously. Blah blah blah. Like this, he should have done that like way earlier. Blah blah blah. Like it's too late now. And I'm like, I mean, like he just doesn't believe
He's
it.
not.
It's just like to him, it doesn't. I don't know. It feels forced to him.
But at that point, he didn't have the power. Before he didn't have all these quirks and access to them.
True.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
But at that point, he had access to them, and he's trained with them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's kind of a different thing.
Yeah, for sure. One of the things that he brings up that I actually do agree with is that like they bring up a lot that Deku's arms are pretty fucked up, right? Because he just was really reckless about using his power, right?
Mm-hmm.
We even got a scene in the anime where the healing lady, I forgot her name, was like talking to him and was saying that fuck, I'm like losing my train of thought.
She was telling his arms and telling him like, if you continue to do this, like you're not
gonna be able to use your arms anymore
at all. Yeah,
yeah. So I remember all that, and it kind of like makes you think like, okay, he really does have to like be careful and adapt his fighting style and everything. That's why you get to see shoot style and everything. It's like, okay, cool. Like he's trying to be proactive about it. But then, spoiler, when you get to the fucking war arc, that all goes out the window, and he beats the fucking shit out of Shigaraki, bro. And he is going like 100%, if not more, right?
Yeah.
And then he's fine afterwards. Like, he's still fine. His arms work perfectly fine. Like, he just went to the hospital, healed up. And, like, I just feel like maybe the repercussions for that should have been greater.
He also had those compression gauntlets that whole time, though.
Oh, was he wearing those during that? Okay, then maybe that helped. But I just feel like if you're gonna like bring this up early on in the show, where like if you overuse your arms, and you're reckless about using your power, which he definitely was in that fight with Shigaraki, there should be more repercussion, for all of that.
It was when he went 1,000,000%.
Oh, with Muscular?
Yeah. It was after that fight where she was like, so maybe as long as he's not going that nuts,
that far.
Maybe
so far.
Maybe.
I mean, imagine if like, think of it like the flow of electricity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he manifests his quirk, like imagine you get struck by lightning, right?
Yeah.
That goes into you. So you have all this power inside of you. It's gonna go somewhere, right? It would go out of your foot normally, right? But say, you could control it and push it outwards. If it's too much, it's gonna blow out.
Yeah.
And that's essentially
what's
case.
going on. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's sloppy because I don't want to go that far, but I just feel like maybe just a little bit more attention to detail in that department might make it a little bit more believable where he's like what he's doing and where his head's at, I guess, right?
See, I'm hoping that rather than showing like the repercussions of it now, because I just we know Deku, he's always worried about everybody else, not himself, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't doubt that his shit's fucked up, and he's just not saying anything.
Maybe he's just pushing through it because he knows that like.
Yeah, and then
work through the pain.
That I can believe.
After it all, he has to retire because it's like, I can't use my hands.
And maybe he finds like a success. Well, maybe he finds a successor with his powers, but I don't know.
It's not supposed to be able to be passed on again.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know. I can't remember when certain things get like told in the manga, so I'm trying to be careful about it so I don't spoil you. But yeah, no,
I appreciate it,
of course. Yeah, no. So if he can't pass it on, then like that's it. Which it's gonna be crazy though if like he does end up being the one to like take down All For One.
Bro, how's it gonna take him down? She got Law and Order, bro. She got Law and Order.
But because it's not just him, it's him and Shigaraki. And Shigaraki took her down, bro. Like, that was fucking crazy.
Dude, that was scary.
Yeah.
That whole fight, like, oh
Was
my
nuts.
god, dude! Imagine seeing that animated.
I know, bro. They introduced the character and just gone. One of
Dude,
the
that's how I
strongest
felt
characters.
about the
Just
other
kills them
chick
all.
too, like the sniper rifle chick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like, okay, I'm starting to like her.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and like when Star and Stripe popped up, I was like, I swear, if they kill her off, and everything started happening, she died. I was like, okay, we just killing people now.
Yeah. But, like-
we're on some Attack on Titan shit now.
And then that brings up another point that Eric has, reservations that he has about the show is that he wishes that there was more death, but like more death with characters that we've been with for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To him,
Yeah.
it doesn't hit the same when you introduce a new character and then kill them off because you haven't been with them that long. Like, yeah, Stars and Stripes was cool, right? She had a great fight and I really liked her, but they killed her off too fast. And in my opinion, I was like, dang, I would have loved to like get to know this character a little bit better, see her interact with Deku or anybody else. You know what I mean? And then if you still plan on killing her off, that's fine. But then it hits a little bit harder, in my opinion.
Man, let's kill off Bakugo.
People fucking think that he might. Like, that's always been a theory. And that's been a theory since I picked up the manga, is that Bakugo was going to die. Like, that's just kind of somewhere where I could see it going. And I don't know personally, but Eric really wants there to be like a significant death of a character that we've been with for a while.
Perfect character to kill. Todoroki.
Todoroki.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I think it should be Gran Torino.
Yeah, I was honestly, I was thinking like a meaningful, like older hero, like Midnight. You know, that death, like
Midnight's
be
death
like
was sad.
I still can't believe Midnight died.
Yeah,
Like,
that one I kind of forget about, but it makes me sad because I liked her. You know what I mean?
And Gran Torino would have the same effect because he
If not
was
more.
a mentor to Deku. You know,
Exactly.
we had a whole arc.
And
with
that
him.
does bother me a lot because like the way that fight ended was with Gran Torino kind of almost being on his deathbed, right? And like Deku even has his cape and everything too. So it's like literally, the metaphor of passing the torch, right? And like, the teacher passing on his knowledge to the student and for him to take care of it and he passes on. But I haven't seen fucking Gran Torino. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Is he alive? Is he dead? Who knows, right? And like that kind of bothers me because like, not that I want him to die, but I think like thematically he should die.
Yeah, they just never addressed it.
Yeah, they never addressed it. They glazed over it. And like he is old, my guy. Like the damage he took, I don't think he should live. Like I don't think he should have lived through that.
No way.
Dude, he got turned. He's like, I know he's not very, very tall or anything, but like he got turned into a thin line, dude.
He took a
like
fucking
hit him so
beating,
hard,
bro.
so fast.
Yeah, I was really scared that they were gonna kill off Aizawa too. That one
scared me.
Yeah.
That one I am kind of glad that they didn't kill him off, but like
He
it would have
lost
made
the
sense
leg.
too. The leg though, yeah, he did lose a leg. Oh my god, that was. I hope to God that the anime doesn't fuck up this arc because this needs to be the darkest arc. This needs to be like
they messed up last arc.
they messed
They
up
messed
with the villain
up my
arc.
Villain Academy.
We've talked about it so much. but,
Jesus fuck. Okay, hold on. We went on one of the fucking nutsest tangents ever. I don't even know how the fuck we got here. We were talking about anime movies, bro.
we were talking about Dragon Ball Super.
Hey, wait. We never finished anime news, did we?
That's why I'm like, I've been looking over at his phone. I'm like, he still has anime news.
Let me tell you my anime news.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, guys.
So Undead Unluck, the manga's done.
Oh,
Like it's canceled. It's done.
Oh, they canceled it?
But anime is still greenlit for 2023.
Oh, okay.
I'm just so confused as to like what the fuck kind of moves they're making.
So maybe if the anime brings more traction to the manga, they'll reinitiate the manga.
I would hope so. That would be some cool stuff. But then imagine being the mangaka for it. Right. It's like you had laid out the story, they didn't like it. Right. Didn't perform well. Starts performing well, and then they come back to you, but you had to make changes or something like that. Then it's like, Or maybe you want to write about something different than what you were writing about originally.
Yeah.
You know, like your interests have shifted.
And that's
It
fair.
doesn't
They're
fit
allowed
the
to do
story.
that. Like that very clearly happens, you know? You can see a clear example with Dragon Ball as a manga. Like it started off as just an adventure, you know, like, you know, happy-go-lucky kid, you know, looking for Dragon Balls, and then ended up becoming like a universal fucking
galactic
tournament show.
Death battles.
Death battles, yeah, literally. Like, you know, if someone who has only watched Dragon Ball, if you were to tell them like, hey, yeah, you know that little kid Goku, yeah, he is on a planetary level, like as an adult, you know, he is contesting with literal gods. I'd look at you like you're fucking crazy. I'd be like, what the fuck? How?
Like, he grows up to basically
little monkey
rival
boy?
gods.
Yeah,
Yes.
like little monkey boy. Okay, sure, whatever. That's a big jump when you
That
really
is.
think about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. Okay, I don't want to do another tangent. So, what
Okay,
was your next
okay.
piece of news?
The next piece of news is, well, have you seen Parasite the Maxim?
No. I haven't.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You should watch that. It's kind of gory,
Okay.
But it's
but it is
amazing.
really good.
Yeah.
I've heard it's good. I've heard good things about that one, but that one I just kind of forgot. It's been off my radar for a while.
You want to just like low key, like a nice little palate cleanse from like the longer. I know you've been watching like
rewatching Full Metal.
that, but like I know you've been getting like hooked into like longer stuff again.
Yeah.
Like you are picking, like I'm telling you, bro, when you pick up like Soul Eater, like,
Oh, and
it's-
Code Geass. That's not long, but it's longer.
like they're
than-
chunkier. Yeah, they're
chunkier shows.
Yeah. And so like if you need something to just kind of like something real quick, little like something you can just binge it like real quick, dude. Perfect anime.
Okay.
So good.
That's a good phrase, like a palate cleanser anime.
Mhm.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid actually, because there really are. That's what you guys did for me when I watched God of High School in between season 1 and 2 of Magi.
Yeah.
That was. If you guys wanted me to really like God of High School, that was not the way to do it.
It's okay.
If anything, that made me just like, yeah, fuck God of High
I just
School.
wanted to watch it to see how crazy it gets.
It was. I appreciated just the sheer like, you know,
Badassery it is.
badassery of the fights, but in terms of story, I could not give a fuck about that story.
Just read the webtoon.
It's because they rushed it.
I heard it got really, yeah, and like that's what I've been told, and what I checked out the manhwa a little bit, and I was like, yeah, no, it looks like they definitely took their time, and they skipped over a lot of stuff in the anime. Apparently, they
There
just
was-
kinda went from
There was one other piece of anime news. Something gets released like October or something.
October 1st.
Spy
Spy Family comes
Yeah,
back.
that's right.
Yeah, Spy Family comes back.
I'm so fucking
That's,
excited.
that's gonna be lit.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I can't wait for the intro.
Mhm.
They
Oh,
were
do you think they're gonna
bops,
change it?
bro. They usually
Probably,
change it
probably.
seasonally.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, Parasite's getting a live action, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy because imagine
If it's that gory, that's
Right.
gonna be an interesting live
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
But
no, I wonder how they're gonna
they're
do it.
switching it up. They're
Really?
making the main character a female.
oh,
Mm.
Really, that's a bold choice.
Yeah, they even said it's like inspired by the manga,
oh.
but
Okay.
it has its own story events. So it's like, I guess I get the way I'm coping with it is it's a AR version of Parasite.
Okay.
Hmm.
I can fuck with that.
That'll be interesting. Well, I'll watch the original before
Yeah.
live action comes out.
Man, I just
Yeah.
don't know how they're gonna do those fights.
Also, you guys can watch
Yeah, man.
Spy Family with us on Discord, the Misdirection Pirates, and you guys can also watch the video on Thursdays when it comes out, right after the audio on Wednesdays on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Anchor. I did not get my plug. I'm getting my plug in.
I
bro.
thought about that earlier. I
Know
was
it,
like,
buddy.
Oh, week lags over, but fucking 45 minutes in. Like,
I appreciate
remember.
you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn those notifications on, leave a comment,
Mhm.
and also make sure you check out the TikTok at the Anime Alchemist podcast. Make sure you check out mine, MV Joro. And
Mine at Mataro.
Cyrano, you want to plug anything?
I mean, you can check me out on anything of with Scythological, but don't ask me how to spell it.
Okay.
You came up with it.
I know. It doesn't matter. That's why.
We'll figure it out. We'll plug it. Don't worry.
Also, a quick little shout out because we've been noticing we've getting like a lot new new people like listening to us.
Yeah,
Leads,
yeah. We've been getting a lot more
More
interaction.
traffic
Yeah,
on
just wanna-
YouTube. We
Yeah,
appreciate it.
More interaction on YouTube, more listens and stuff. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
we really do.
We hope that you guys are enjoying our content. We're always trying to like do more creative things on here.
And leave feedback if you guys got any
Yeah.
ideas, kind of like topics or something like a question or like something you guys want us to address. Please,
Exactly. Like as a little teaser for those who care, dub versus sub will come back. We will do another one of those, and I already have. Like I've been taking like some ideas from the comment sections that we've gotten on our TikToks and YouTube and all that. Of some people like, oh, you guys should do this one, you guys should do that one, and I read those. Don't worry, and I will be adding them. So stay tuned for that because it might be coming sooner than you think.
Man, you got me excited.
All right. Let's take a little bit of break.
We should do that one with a guest.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm down. Okay, bet.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right, we're back, bitches. Okay, so anime characters, they give off Black Air Force energy.
Yeah, I don't know where this came from. I just kind of wanted to see because someone like I was watching
How
TikToks.
do you define
and stuff.
that though?
Black Air Force energy.
Yeah.
So like the shoes.
I'll give you an example, and then you can kind of like take what you will from there. One prime example that I think of when I think of Black Air Force energy is Kid Buu showing up and immediately destroying the Earth, no questions asked. Not like putting up a fight and like immediately wanting to fight Goku and Vegeta or whatever. Like, no, just like shooting, right? And then them like saving that box, like, hey, yo, like you could have fucking destroyed the Earth. Like, what are you doing? And then he's like, oh yeah. And then he goes and like multiplies it. I'd be like, what are you gonna do about this one? I don't give a fuck. And he does it. And he is the first like Dragon Ball villain to destroy the planet.
Oh, he's a menace.
That's what I consider Black Air Force energy.
Massive fuck you energy, bro.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, so would you say because this is very different from that, but it was really badass. You remember when Deku was fighting that like sniper chick
Yes.
as like his vigilante and everything? Like, bro,
Yeah.
I feel like that was some Black Air Force.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
He
no,
was
yeah.
putting in-
Deku was on
yeah.
straight up Black Force energy.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so would you say Adam when he died
Yes.
fighting Zeus and he
That-
kept
no, that
punching
entire-
even
no,
though
just-
he was
Oh,
dead?
just
I
Adam
forgot
from
about
Ragnarok.
that.
Yes.
Just the entire, just Adam in general.
Record of Ragnarok.
Yeah,
I missed
no.
that show. That was a good show.
He-
There's gonna be a
absolutely.
season 2 at some point.
Killua?
Going Godspeed.
Killua.
Yeah.
Killua
Killua.
has probably the most like Black Air Force energy moments that like in one show because not only the Godspeed thing, but also like at the beginning, remember when he like
that dude's heart.
pulls out that dude's heart and then
gives it back to
gives
him.
it back to him.
Here you go. You can have this back.
That is some fucking Black Air Force energy, bro. That is nuts.
It's like you're just an amateur. Even I'm an amateur. My dad could have pulled your heart out without a single drop of blood.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking sick. I'll give him that.
Okay, so Hiei
Oh my god, yes.
from Yu Yu
Yeah.
Oh,
Hakusho,
yeah,
yeah.
Hiei in general.
Yeah, just anything.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so Levi.
Levi marking up the Beast Titan?
Levi just gives off
Or
massive
Levi just in general.
general. Think about it. In the middle of a courtroom, that man walked up and just kicked the shit out of Aaron across the
Bro,
face. Just
Yes. Yeah, 100%. That, and I also have to give it to not the first time he took down the Beast Titan, the second time in
Second
season
time.
4
Bro,
when Zeke is
fuck
running
him
away and like Levi is looking at him with that face like this guy's actually running away.
yeah.
Like he's actually running away right now. And then Zeke thinks he finally got him. He's like, he's not going to kill his subordinates. And then he comes back covered in blood. And he's like, you really underestimated this guy. I'm like, you do not know who you're fucking with if that's what you thought was going to stop him.
Oh man, okay.
Aaron,
okay.
when he showed up to, like, when he showed up on Reiner.
Oh yeah, no. Whenever he started the attack on Marley,
Mhm.
just no, he did not care about any
yeah.
bystanders. Everybody died. There was women, there was children, there was babies.
Uh-huh.
It did not matter.
Yeah, did not give a fuck.
It was so good.
That was good.
Luck, Asta, and Magma pulling up on fucking Langre.
Oh my
That's
god,
good.
he's so right.
Yeah.
Jesse, can you move your microphone a little
Okay,
closer to you?
real quick, I'm just gonna point this out. This is just to point out how peak Black Clover is. He just remembered 4 names. Okay, 3 of them in which were not main characters.
Yeah, they're all like pretty much side characters
characters.
except for Asta.
One of them was a side. One of them is the brother of a side character.
Yeah. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, them rolling up. No, that
I love that moment, bro. That is one of my
so good.
Oh, because you've seen this now. Fucking how do you pronounce his name? Nietzsche.
Nacked?
Nacked.
Knocked.
The vice captain.
The vice
of the Black
captain,
Bulls.
right? Yeah.
When he like rolls up on that like captain's meeting.
Oh yeah,
And they're all just like they're all gonna go for him, and he just pulls out all his demons. And they're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, that was a good fucking.
Yeah. He's like, now's not the time for this shit. I need y'all's help.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, dude. He's so cool.
And then one other one that I want to throw in there is Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. You can't tell me that was the most Black Force energy you've ever fucking seen.
It was.
Man,
So much shade.
And like the cherry on top was that fucking
The second one.
The second one, what the fuck is it called? Planetary Devastation.
Okay, so Killer B in that fight against Sasuke then. That was Black Air Force.
He was fucking going in. I love that because I feel like he honestly humbled the fuck out of Sasuke. Sasuke thought he really was capable of taking down a Jinchuriki like that easy because he like awakened his
the perfect Jinchuriki.
Amaterasu. Yeah, and like no.
He was
Sasuke would have been
that
dead.
man stopped the fight to write down lyrics. Like, bro,
in front of Sasuke. Like, that is the most disrespectful shit.
God.
Like, I wish Naruto knew he did that.
Okay, I got,
bro. That's some shit, bro. That's you eating while we were playing that game yesterday, bro.
I got one you guys aren't thinking about.
Which one?
Yeah.
Luffy pulling up on the 3 admirals.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like so many One Piece ones, and I feel like just the entire show itself.
Straight up just, it's like, okay, y'all are literally the biggest guns on that side of the field.
I'm right here. Let's go.
What's up?
Like, I gotta go through you, but I gotta go through you.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all have any sports anime like Black Force energy? Because I've been trying to think of one this whole time.
Well, I haven't seen too many of the sports ones, so.
Oh man,
I was trying to get one from Haikyuu.
I know. What's his name?
honestly, Nishinoya is probably the one with the most like Black Air Force energy because he'd be making those crazy saves and like doing those insane sets. Well, he'll set the ball from an insane position.
That's true.
I was gonna say
go
ahead.
No, go right ahead. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Shinra from Fire Force when he does the Corona.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. When he fucking in season 2, remember when he's fighting? They're in the forest or whatever, and then like he uses that like, what is it? It's not time skip, but it's like it like freezes. He stops time basically from how fast he's going.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
And he just
whatever it's called.
Dola burst.
Yeah, some
I was just I'm trying to think of basketball or like sports ones. What's his name? That
the captain from Burning Comedy.
Bruh.
He puts on that face, bro. That really
he's fragile, but like he does come in and he does look like a menace.
Yeah.
Ooh, Black Air Force energy. Draken pulling up on that whole other crew and not giving a fuck if he had backup. But then they all pulled up.
They all pulled up anyways, though. Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man,
damn,
there's
so many. We could go on for
bro.
hours on this one. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's do a couple.
I'm trying to find other.
Ichigo every time he had his power up. That moment against Ukiura, bro.
Oh wait.
I got
wait. Before you say yours, fucking Aizen stopping Ichigo's Bankai with his hand. At the end of that Soul Society arc.
Yeah.
Like fucking Ichigo and stopping his theme music. That was the most disrespectful shit ever, bro. Ichigo finally unlocks a Bankai, defeats fucking what's his face? The Ricky's brother. I can't think of his name right now. Byakuya. Literally, Ichigo just finished unlocking his fucking Bankai, right? Takes down what we think at this point is the strongest person we've encountered in the entire show. And like, it was not an easy fight by any means. He almost died. And then you finally feel like, okay, cool. Like Ichigo's really like up there now. Goes, has his theme music playing, fucking rushes Byakuya, and boom.
Music stops.
Music
everything
cuts.
goes silent.
Like no, he didn't even pull out his sword. He just grabbed it. He just stopped it. He's like, "You're not gonna touch me, bro." Like
you
I'm
can't cut me
sorry.
with the dull sword like that.
Yeah, like that was the most disrespectful thing that you could have done to him. So
You don't have the power.
yeah, and Aizen just gives off Black Air Force energy the entire time.
Yeah, the entire
Yeah.
show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Ooh, also that moment when God, the old captain, the blonde, but now he's
Shinji.
when he's
I
that moment
love
when
Shinji.
he's like, how long are you gonna continue standing there? Eyes it, and he like
Oh, and
just like pulls the veil back.
yeah,
like,
and then he like sees him.
that whole
I
moment.
fucking love his Bankai, bro. I love the music that goes with it. I love like the
Oh,
shape
yeah,
of his
same.
sword too. That's so cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I remember we were both really excited for him to get to that part too. We were like,
Yeah.
oh, he's about to see Shinji's fucking Bankai. But yeah, let's for Black
I
Air
don't-
Force
yeah.
energy, there's definitely more than enough to talk about there.
If you guys got one that we didn't name, leave a comment.
Please, no.
Yeah, let
please
us
leave
know.
suggestions.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll come back and address that for part 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Yeah. This
the,
is a.
the next thing that I wanted to talk about, right? And this I'm scared is going to turn into a really like long tangent, but we'll see. So Pablo has been watching Fullmetal Alchemist finally, right? And he really loves it, which I'm really excited about because I've realized that rewatching the show now after seeing it the first time is an even better experience than the first time because now you have context for the entire show,
Yeah.
right? You know what happens at the end, you know who people are, what their motives are. So then seeing it at the beginning, right, and seeing like for example, I didn't realize like Kimberly was in the first episode, bro. Like they show Kimberly from episode 1, and I guess I forgot about it, and I appreciate it more because like I took that big break right between watching.
Yeah.
So I feel like everything that happened before that break is just way back in like my suppressed memory. So now it's just like, okay, this
Yeah.
is really good. Like this is really important, and I'm excited for him to see, right? But everything from here on, you're not gonna be able to listen to Pablo. Sorry. So once you finish, we'll then we can talk about it. I was watching with Pablo, and I started thinking, Full Metal Alchemist is a really deep show when you really stop and like look at it, right?
Mhm.
The shit it talks about, and
Philosophically.
philosophically, right? And that got me thinking, like, don't know why, but say like philosophers from back in the day, like Socrates, Plato, like any of them, right? We're alive today. Don't you think philosophers would fucking love anime?
100%.
I
100 fucking percent.
I think that they would
Oh, yeah.
fucking love anime. I think that would be like
Dude, they'd love
their
Hunter
medium
x
to
Hunter,
like
too. They'd be
yes,
like,
right?
"Man, dude, they have podcasts about anime.
I
Are you
could see,
kidding
dude.
me?"
Yeah.
I would listen like to a fucking philosopher podcast talking about like anime, right? Because like not only with Full Metal, but the Hunter x Hunter one is a perfect example. Literally, like in the Chimera arc, right? It shows you like the duality of man, like how a monster, a literal ant monster king
Mhm.
thing, right, behaves more humane and more like a normal person than a kid, than like an actual mortal, a normal person, right? It shows like how much of a monster humanity can be
Mhm.
and how humane monsters can learn to become.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're both like the opposites of the same side of a coin, right?
Yeah.
Or opposite sides of a coin. And I thought that was fucking crazy because it's a cartoon, really.
Mhm.
And it can get that deep. Like there's so much that you can really find in these shows. And the Full Metal Alchemist one just fucking blew me away because of like the concepts of people wanting to be God, right? Or people wanting to be as powerful as God to create, human life
Mhm.
from nothing, right? And like at the end of the day, at the end of the show, we come to learn that that is not something that, humans should be fucking with, right? Like, because in that show there is a God or, the idea of a God,
A
right?
higher being.
A higher being.
It's truth. It's
truth.
all.
Yeah.
It's the concept.
And I like that they don't really label it as like, oh, I am God. Like, no, it's,
Mhm.
I am the truth. I am all. I am your God. I am whatever, like
you
the
on
concept of
everything.
it. Yes, I am in everything. And that's what they preach from the beginning of the show. Like
Mhm.
all is one, right?
Mhm.
Everything, like you say like
Circle of life.
circle of life, like all that, like you say like the rabbit eats the grass, right? But then the rabbit gets eaten by a fox, and then all that, like, it all goes into the ground, and then it just keeps
Going
on
and
going
going
and
and
going
going.
and going,
Yeah.
right? And I thought that was really profound for a fucking anime. And I think it'd be crazy to see like what these philosophers would think about. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's why I love Magi.
And Magi too.
Magi.
Yeah.
Like the way the world's set up with the Rook and all that, like how it's all like a perpetual cycle. And like the Rook,
it all
works and flows.
Mm-hmm.
and connects everybody to everything.
To everything, yeah. We
does.
like everything is all connected together.
Like it connects the Rook connects them to like other like
Other
massive spoiler,
people.
other people in other worlds.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Even people from the past. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Like
There's literally a scene where Aladdin like calls on the Rook to take on its old form, you know, and it takes on like the form of, you know, the people near them that were dear to them, and like,
Yeah.
you know, when taking on that form, regain those memories as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
I don't know. I love that concept, and I agree with you. I feel like philosophers 100% would, because there's so many things that are explored on.
Yeah,
like,
and I think
such a deeper level,
and it's a good way to kind of like talk about those things too, because you're doing it in like a visual and entertaining medium, right? Like it's still an entertaining show. There's cool fights and stuff like that, right? Like, you know, we're simple, we like action, right? But the fact that it also has this really deep, profound message behind all of that just goes to show how much thought was really put into like stories like these, right?
You watch Gurren Lagann?
No, not yet.
Go watch it.
You've been telling me to watch that, right?
Yeah.
It's so good.
Go watch it.
Okay.
Watch at least like episode 7.
Okay.
You give up by then. But we'll give it to episode 7.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know if you know this, if y'all know this, but like the actual symbols of the like alchemy in Fullmetal Alchemist is like, it translates to old real life alchemist books that people have like, you know, salvaged and recovered and translated from the times way back when, and like the salamance or the salamander alchemy on that one chick's back, like that's some actual shit in real life that people have used for alchemic processes. And like the majority of those symbols and stuff, like the little tree of life they use on that door, that's that has alchemic meaning in real life.
Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've seen that there's a video on YouTube of actual alchemists reacting to Fullmetal Alchemist, and I kind of want to watch that to see like, you know, what they think and what their thoughts are, because that'd be interesting, because alchemy is a real thing. Like, you know, people actually study that.
If I'm not mistaken, Jesse, the tree is supposed to be Yggdrasil, the world tree.
Oh, the world tree.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think it's fucking crazy. Also, another note on Fullmetal Alchemist. And this is from a video, because I'm a fucking nerd. Okay, I love watching video essays about, you know, shows like these, even if it's anime or live action TV or whatever it is. Like people breaking down a show, movie, whatever, and like hitting meanings behind stuff. I'm a sucker for that, bro. I think it's so interesting. So I was watching one that was talking about Fullmetal Alchemist and how, like, you know, truth or whatever, once it's like revealed, if you notice throughout the show, it does take like the form of yourself, right? Like it's a reflection of you. So for example, when when Ed goes into like the void, you know, dimension, whatever, and sees truth, that's why, you know, truth has his arm and his leg, and it's in the shape of like a boy, because it's a reflection of Ed. And then when you see Al, you know, whenever like Ed tries to save him and everything, you see Al's body right there. That's Al's entire body, because that is truth. That is truth taking Al's entire body as like, you know, that sacrifice or whatever, and being a reflection of Al's soul. And the best point where you really see that is at the very end, right? I forgot the father, I guess, like that homunculi, like the circle thingy, at the very, very end, when it like dies or whatever, and it sees truth isn't in the shape of a being or like a human being anymore. It's literally a ball. With that smiling face. So it's a reflection of that homunculi too. So it's not just limited to like
it reflects
human
the
beings.
soul.
It reflects the soul, and that homunculi did have a soul that
But it
can
had
be
no form.
reflected in the form of truth, or like the higher being that exists in that universe. And I thought that was fucking crazy because I didn't really pay attention to that the first time I watched it. But when they pointed it out, I'm like, huh, I didn't even realize that it did change form. Like I just saw that it was a circle and I was like, okay, it's a circle now. But I didn't think of why it turned into a circle. It's because it's a reflection of the homunculi being that little ball-shaped thing. And that would be the exact reflection of it. Just like we saw the reflections of Al, Ed, and everyone else.
Damn.
Nuts, right?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Really
Dude,
cool.
I love the show, bro.
It's
it's phenomenal.
Like we said, man, like based off of my second watching, I think I might have to bump it up to my number 2. Like I think
Pablo said, I was just talking to him about it, and he was like, I think I like it a little more than Hunter x Hunter. And after talking to him for a bit, I have to agree. I gotta move it up too.
Yeah.
I always teetered between the two because of how much I loved Hunter x Hunter, but I think I have to give Fullmetal Alchemist like that edge up because it is a completed story.
The full story. You get the satisfying end. You get all of your questions answered.
Exactly, and like
if you gave that to Hunter x Hunter, like that, I mean,
it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah,
honestly, because Hunter x Hunter, as great as it is, it's not a finished story.
And
the
only one of the only like real like up like advantages. Thank you.
Wait, what is it?
The power system. The
The
power system is hands down.
It's power system.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like in Fullmetal Alchemist, the power system is also
pretty damn good
plot device as well,
and
it's used very well.
Very well.
Yeah, it's super well thought out.
Put in any more than you're gonna get out.
Exactly, unless like you get that Philosopher's Stone and everything. So, yeah, no, it's really fucking well thought out in my opinion, and I don't know, it's a solid fucking story. And speaking of like the power system in Fullmetal, that's another point because Pablo's watching it, right, and he comes up with like his good ideas. So I will give you credit for this one, Pablo, if you want. So you know how like to do alchemy, you need that transmutation circle, right, to be able to do it, unless you're Ed or unless you've seen the truth, and then you can do it without.
You've seen enough truth, though.
Yeah. So, in theory, like if you were to tattoo a transmutation circle on you, wouldn't you constantly be able to do alchemy, like and perform transmutations?
That's why what's his name had the glove.
The glove, right?
Yeah.
So
I think the glove was for him to be like flint and steel,
Well, it also correlated to what was on.
He had the transmutation circle on it.
On the glove, right?
Yeah, and that's why, like, okay, after he loses the glove, he no longer has the flint, but like he, like, burns it into him, and then
he's able to do it.
He uses the flint from a lighter, and that's how he's able to take down
Envy.
Or was that Envy?
Envy at the end, yeah.
No, it was Lust.
It was Lust.
Colonel Hughes.
Lust?
His lighter.
He took on both.
Yeah. Oh, it was his.
It was Hughes' lighter.
It was Hughes' lighter. Yeah.
Pablo just saw Hughes. Oh my God, I set it up perfectly too. I'm so happy I did. We were setting it up right, and we were watching, and we get to meet Hughes and everything, and I'm like talking him. I was like, oh, I love Hughes. Like he's such a good character, and he gets some really good moments in this show, and like obviously I know what happens. And Pablo starts really warming up to him. He's like, yeah, this guy's really cool, honestly. No fucking clue what's gonna happen, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know he's great. Like he's so welcoming, and he's honestly like a character that everyone in the community just really likes, right? So like, I think you like him. He's like, yeah, no, I really do. And then shit starts happening, and he's like, Martine, and I'm like, yeah. Martin, they better fucking not. And I'm like, just
what
keep
are you
watching,
talking about, buddy?
Just keep watching, bud. And he's like, no. And then like he sees the scene and he gets shot. He's like, no, they actually do it. But he can come back, right? He'll be fine. And I'm like, Pablo, the one thing I need you to understand is there is no other show that I can think of that death has a more significant meaning and that is more permanent than Fullmetal Alchemist.
Like, you dead?
You dead. Like,
that's it. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy. Like, and he asked me that before we started watching the show. He's like, so like, does death have any meaning? Because like, Dragon Ball, death does not fucking matter at all. Krillin, has a punch card with how many times he's fucking died, bro. Like, it doesn't matter.
You got a free Sunday.
He gets a free Sunday the next. Or yeah. That's Chaozu.
No, Krillin gets one too.
Was it Krillin too?
Yeah,
I mean,
Krillin
whenever he
I
died,
think he told Krillin, he was like, "Hey, one more time, and we get a free Sunday."
To play on the fact that it does not matter whatsoever,
Yeah.
right? And like he was concerned about that in the show, so I told him I was like, no, like death is pretty significant here, and like
I just said, watch episode 1, and you'll understand death is permanent.
Yeah.
in this show, my
I
dude.
wish y'all could have seen his reaction to the Chimera dog.
should have recorded that.
He's
Not
seen
me,
it before
nah.
too because he didn't remember
I
it.
had no context for it.
He had no context for it either, and his jaw was like, oh my god. And then it started talking, and that's why I wanted him to watch the dub, because it's so much like creepier in
Yeah.
English, right? And he was just like, no, right, Martine, that's so fucked up. And I'm like,
I know.
I know.
That's
And he's
her
like,
dad.
this is so
He did it
good.
to his mom, or her mom.
And then when we get the backstory on Ed and Al's mom and like what they were trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
dude. And then the last thing he saw, like the last episode we watched, was teacher's flashback. Oh yeah, he saw like her trying to transmute her baby and everything, dude. And he was like, "Oh my god, bro!" And I'm like, "I know, man. This show is fucking deep, and we're only 7 episodes in."
It's like we've explored all this character development. We're 7 episodes in, and there is so much more. And there is
so
such a
crazy
good
to realize
plot.
that the hell that
I
happened.
know,
in 7
right?
fucking episodes.
I was fucking blown away. I'm rewatching this, and I'm like, I can't fucking believe that this happens all so early. These are some of the biggest fucking moments in the show, but like, I can still confidently say it just gets better. Like, it's not gonna stop, bro. Like, it only goes up from here. There's never really a moment where I got bored, honestly, because there was always a goal, to that move the characters around. There were always interesting characters that were introduced, like the fucking Armstrong sister. I love her. I thought she was a great addition too. It's phenomenal too.
And like how the teacher was like from that little fortress, and she was like the only woman to escape from that place. Like the fact that they make all these lines connect, or all these dots
yeah, no,
connect
you're
from all
absolutely
their
right. When she started
backstories.
talking about like her experience at Fort Briggs or whatever, I was like, oh my god, yeah, no, they totally set her up to be the person that infiltrated Fort Briggs that they mentioned fucking like 40 episodes from now. 40 or 50 episodes later, they're like talking about like, oh, this is an impenetrable fortress. There's only been one person in the history of this fort that's ever broken through. And they're like, who was that? Like, some woman. And then you connect the dots. You're like, oh shit. And even Ed is like, oh shit, that was teacher. Didn't she say something about like training in Fort Briggs or whatever? And that was from episode like 6, dude.
That's so
God
crazy.
damn, bro.
I know, man.
I love when shit comes full circle, bro.
I love it. It's so damn good.
Yeah.
We went off the whole tattoo transmutation circle thing, but like tattoos exist in the show clearly because of Scar and everything. So like they could really tattoo a transmutation circle on themselves and just be like, let's go.
Well, I mean, essentially, the transmutation circle is an alchemy, like the I don't know how you say it, alchemic, equation.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like that's the formula for it, and then all they have to do is apply the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just think it's cool that they themselves can be the circle.
No, I get it though. You become the circle. Like you're the circle now.
Yeah, it's
That's
explained.
the, yeah,
really
when you
well.
see truth.
Mm-hmm. And then this one's just a dumb point that he brought up, but like, okay, so Ed has a metal arm, right?
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, I hate. God damn it. Okay, yes.
Okay, so he has a metal arm, and the Winter Soldier has a metal arm.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And Doctor Strange is a thing.
And Doctor Strange is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Doctor Strange can use runes and like create shit. It's not necessarily alchemy, but
It's magic.
teeters on
Sorcery,
that, right?
sorcery.
Sure. So in theory, if the Winter Soldier and Doctor Strange fused, would you not get an Edward Elric?
So a Full Metal Alchemist?
Yes.
I'm going to say no. And the only reason why I'm going to say no is because he is short.
Oh, damn.
Real quick, look up how tall the Winter Soldier is.
You're all going to see and be like, oh, never mind.
5'6".
5'11".
5'11", bro.
That's like 3 inches shorter than me. That's you.
How tall is Edward Elric? He's a whole
Bro.
foot taller. What the fuck? You're 4'11", dude?
He is a chibi, bro.
That's crazy. And you know what's really cool too is that like I didn't realize, but Alphonse is like normal height, right? For his age.
Yeah.
Like granted, he's stuck in that suit of armor the entire show, but if he was like alive, he'd be a normal looking like teenager. And then Pablo was thinking like, oh, Edward like doesn't look like he's 15. I'm like, well, you have to think about it, bro. He's really fucking short for his age. Like in theory, he should be as tall as Winry, if not probably taller, right? But and like imagine him being that tall, then you can see a 15-year-old. And he's like, oh, that does make sense actually. So like the way he acts is totally becoming of like a very traumatized 15-year-old, right?
Yeah.
But like it's just the physical appearance that doesn't look like it. And that's why everyone calls him a shrimp. It's like, oh, that kid. And he's like, no, he's actually like, you know, like
What everybody doesn't take into consideration the physical blowback that he has on his body.
yeah, exactly.
Like he doesn't have an arm and
Or a
he
leg.
doesn't have a leg.
Yeah,
And
it's
he had
really
to like strain his body and train it after losing both of those to compensate at a young age, which is going to stunt his growth.
yeah, it really
Mhm.
stunted his growth.
And
So
then
honestly,
he's,
you can
like walking around with these metal plated,
Fuck
things attached to
me.
his body.
Holy shit.
right
I
now, like, on camera?
no, man. I just came to the craziest realization and it pisses me off to no end.
What?
Do you know who trains like a motherfucker
Go on.
Asta.
and is short
As
as a
fuck.
motherfucker? Asta, bro. God damn it. And I'm going to leave you guys with that one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Man. Make sure you guys check out the audio on Wednesdays. Make sure you guys check out the video on Thursdays. Check out the TikToks. They are blowing up and appreciate all the love and support. Like, comment, subscribe. And Alchemist out.